I think we all know what happened in 2020. People don't want to admit it.
Oh, we can admit it.
Yeah, it's just, are you an election denier?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
actually,
am.
I don't believe that the votes were counted properly. I'll leave it at that. Tell me why anyone should trust the system in 2024 if we know that people got away with whatever they wanted in 2020.
Well, I think, looking at 2020, a couple things. First, in that environment in 2020, that's an anomaly in and of itself.
Yes, it is.
The world was shut down.
Yes.
The Democrats, if you were in a Democrat-run area, they basically said you can't go anywhere except to the polls and to go protest. Those are the only two things you were allowed to do.
You don't have to have your
You
mask
can't go to the
on
beach.
or
You
anything.
can't go to the beach. You can't go to church. You can't run outside.
You can't do nothing.
But if you're protesting,
You're allowed.
You're fine.
And if you're
you're
vote,
not going to get sick and die.
No funerals, no nothing.
No.
And if you're going to vote, you good. You can vote, you can go protest. You can't go to the hospitals to see your loved ones. You just say you can't have funerals. Your kids can't go to school. So you have an environment where now people are just back to normal life. There's so many other things happening. I actually think that voter turnout overall is going to be a little bit lower in this election than in 2020. That's what I think.
Really?
We'll see what happens. I think number two is the Democrats, they went into every key jurisdiction and they sued to change election procedure.
Yes.
Well, we don't have to really.
Weeks
Before
the election.
Weeks before, they just said, it's like you're playing a Super Bowl and one coach comes out of halftime and goes to the referees and says, hey, man, I don't like the way they're jamming my receivers. Just stop that. Just, if they hit them, you got to throw the flag immediately. And they tell one coach and not the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened in 2020. They just literally changed the election procedures through the judicial system. Or you had local agencies just say, we know this is what we're supposed to do, but because of COVID, we're going to do this. Completely changing the rules of how you govern elections. Those are the two key things that happen. And of course, what happens in a lot of areas when people are just sitting around, absentee ballots are going out ad nauseum, no requests, no checks. Then you have outside groups going to harvest those ballots to the tens of thousands, to the millions. When you look at the entirety of the country, that's how you get a Joe Biden with 81 million votes. He ain't getting 81 million votes again.
There's no way.
I don't see it.
And then
no way.
we're watching. We're hip to the game.
Yeah.
We're paying attention. We are investing in this. And I want to tell you why you're not crazy to think that the election was stolen. If you mean to tell me that in the last election, Joe Biden got 81 million votes, President Trump got about 76 million votes. Mm-hmm. So let's just say that's 156 million votes. There were 180 million registered voters that year. That's like a 90+% voter participation rate.
Never happened.
180 million registered, 156
That's
tally.
Unbelievable.
It's never happened.
That's unbelievable. That's not. By the way, these are real numbers. Just go look them up. Like these are real numbers. And so when you look at that, people like me say, "Hold on, that doesn't add up to me. Like that doesn't make any sense." And it's okay to question that. Now that
There's
we have
videos. We saw the videos.
We saw the videos. Like we saw the ballot harvesting.
Oh, the drop boxes?
The drop boxes. And it kept coming out. And the tens of thousands of dead people that somehow voted.
I'm giving you the wrong number. No. It was 156 and 161 million registered voters.
156. So there's only a 5 million
you are correct.
Person
you
difference.
are correct. So it was like a 95% voter participation rate that year. 95%.
Which is impossible.
And these are real numbers. Not 180. It was 161. Yes.
Which is
impossible.
Yeah. That's my point, though. They have perfected the game.
Yeah.
Republicans have been behind, and I don't think have overall, from at that level, run good campaigns for, I don't know. I mean, I go back to when I really, really started focusing, 90s, 2000. Certainly when you look at 2008 and how brilliant the Obama campaign was with so many basic level things, going deep dive into Facebook and getting that demographic, it was easy. Hope and Change, the music, it was brilliant. It worked. And Republicans have been way behind in that, generally speaking.
Tell Trump.
But yes.
Because this is the biggest rock star we've seen since I remember Barack Obama's rallies. I mean, he was
incredible. Yeah. But Trump. This is different. I've never been to a Trump one.
We got to get you there. That's going to happen.
Listen, I'm out of the closet now. Now
it doesn't matter. The one in Texas will be bigger than the one in Florida.
I love both.
You see what you try to do?
Look at you.
See what he tried to do?
You're such a diplomat.
No.